Club will come to order. So, Toastmaster, please stand and we will pray. Father in heaven, we praise you for giving us your Son to be our Savior and Lord. Bless us all as we gather here tonight, and let us live happily in your love. Hear our prayer, loving Father, for we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. Now for the recitation of our favorite motto: for better listening,
For better listening,
for better thinking,
for better thinking,
for better speaking,
for better speaking,
we learn by doing.
we learn by doing.
Now our
No, tama si DJ. Introduce ka niya. Introduce mo muna siya. Tama siya. Tama
Our
si
presiding
DJ.
officer tonight is our benevolent president of this prestigious Ma'am Kati Bangsal.
Okay.
It's starting already.
Bakit? You're nervous again?
Yeah. Anyway, good evening.
Good evening.
Now we have a guest here, and I hope if you look at her, she's smiling,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's very nice. So it means she's not opposed to what we're going to have right now. Yeah, it will be open to all of us here, and I'd like to welcome Joy Cortales. So we'll proceed to our meeting, and could I call now on our Toastmaster of tonight?
Sparkle.
Okay, Sparkle. Sparkle of tonight is
Share a funny observation.
observation. Okay.
Share a funny
So then,
observation.
I'll ask each one of us to participate and share what you can, what your funny experience. Can
So
we start now with?
introduce yourself and then and share a funny observation.
Introduce yourself first before you speak about what happened here. Now, can we start off with Ed? Hello, listen ka eh. Can you, please?
Okay. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Evening.
Our Sparkle. It's about observation, funny observation. I am Mr. Mario of Times Enterprises, and fortunately, I've been a part of the National Competitiveness Council and we invited observers from other countries, and they have this impression observation in our country. And I laugh at their observation because according to them, in Thailand, when the Transparency International released their observation on corruption level in our country, in Thailand, the level of corruption is under the table.
Okay.
Yeah. In Indonesia, you were able to observe that the level of corruption is over the table.
Okay.
So it's very obvious, and no qualms, and maybe it's a part of their business transaction. But wow, in the Philippines, their impression in the Philippines, the level of corruption here is including the table. So remember, fellow Toastmasters, in Thailand, the level of corruption is only under the table. In other words, it's discreet. In Indonesia, it's over the table, it's obvious, there's vulgarity. But in our country, wow, you will be amazed because even the table, including the table, so they are so greedy.
Thank you. Now can we call our next speaker? That will be Ed Pusher. Yes. Toastmaster Ed.
Fidel.
That was Alfredo. Fidel.
Yes.
Fernandez, I'm sorry.
My funny observation was it's not that all funny, it's hilarious in a way how people react, how the entire nation reacts to the in eager anticipation of Duterte's administration. So many were panicky that they imposed martial law, curfew at once in certain municipalities in the Philippines. Even drug users were presented themselves or voluntarily surrendered before the great Duterte, the great Messiah, will commence his term. All in eager anticipation of that one powerful rule and that one powerful hand to put an end or limit what excesses we have in terms of liberty and freedom. It's quite funny, don't you think?
Hello, Toastmasters, our guest. Good evening. I'm San Palaganas. I'm a businessman from Marasigan, 20 kilometers away from here. My funny observation is I'm not a very religious person. It's hard to comply with God's will. God imposes or asks us to observe 10 commandments. And I tell you, out of 10, first I'm just following one. My wife is always telling me, you should go to hell. She keeps telling me that I should go to hell. Why? Because she has 250 commandments.
Grabe. Good evening everyone, I'm DJ Estrawon, an officer from the Philippine National Police Special Action Force. For the past years in South, as I have observed, especially when we'll be having operations at night or at dawn, and I know most of you here are also guilty of this. Somehow in your life, sometime in your life, you're guilty of this. You know, in the morning, when you woke up, whether it's 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. For me, I'll say when you wake up at 6 a.m. and you close your eyes, and when you open your eyes, it's already 7:45 in the morning, right? You experience that, and when you're at work, let's say it's 1:30 in the afternoon. You close your eyes, when you open your eyes, it's 1:31. See the difference of the thing?
He's from Mindanao. He's from Mindanao.
No?
Which province?
Sa Dagupan, from Coragan City.
Was born Kabasan.
Kaya pala maganda, no?
Kastila pala yun.
Oo nga naman.
Next will be
Right. Thank you, Toastmaster Nati, for the sake of the camera angle. I am here in front. A funny observation is that Filipinos love flawed logic. We used to manipulate people in marketing in flawed logic. For example, we have all seen commercials, especially underwear, shampoo, conditioner, or any kind of soap. But rather than focusing on the soap itself, they focus on models. They try to portray that you want to be this kind of person. Well, in fact, you should advertise the product you're supposed to advertise, not the model. Also, the flawed logic is how do we respond to questions. But if we translate that into in an American way or in an English way, For example, kumain ka na ba? Hindi, busog pa ako. In English, have you ate? No, I'm still full. You see the ridiculousness of how Filipinos answer when you translate into English? That's a funny observation.
Also, for the sake of the camera, my name is Antua Toastmasters. Shake hands. My name is Antua, the outgoing Vice President for Education of the club. I am currently involved in teaching, and I am employed with St. Albert the Great School as of the moment. Funny observation, for the past 2 weeks that we've started school, I find it so funny that kids come in style. Grade 11 comes in style because they still don't have their uniforms. But if and when you ask them a question, and if and when you ask them to speak and give their thoughts and opinions on things that matter, unfortunately, there's no style in their response. And it might be funny, but it's also sad, because these are the kind of kids who will rule the land when your grandkids, when my son become adults. Fellow Toastmasters,
It seems like I'm the last one who's going to speak, and my name is Kati Baksal, and I'm from Dagupan, but I don't know how to speak the dialect. You know, the funny thing about it is that it's sort of, in contrast, there's a contrast between, like, when you say, you say, there is wala. Wala is meron, right? But then, in Tagalog, it says wala. You know, we sort of observe that because I'm not really from Dagupan. My parents are from Pampanga, both of them are. And I studied in Manila, so we never learned how to speak the Pangasinan. But I know, one thing though that I know in Pangasinan is
Atul.
what's Atul? I don't know.
The word is crazy.
Oh, you? How to say it?
introduce your Toastmaster of the evening. That's next.
Since I have nothing more to say, then I have to call our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Fidel Fernandez.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Before I commence with my being the Toastmaster of the night, I would wish to welcome an honored guest, presence who I feel very fortunate for acceding to my request that she attend the Toastmasters meeting. I welcome you, Madam Joy Hortaleza, a prominent figure during my college days.
Wow!
Oh my!
She never failed to mesmerize me when she
Mesmerizing or waking you up all night. Let's see. Oh, yes.
She walked with filial grace along the corridors of our school then.
Okay.
She was a perfect embodiment of perfect creature of a woman. As in fact, I was tempted to stage a co-op sorts. At the last minute, I backtracked since
The workout cook.
I do believe that to have is safe and sound and happy where it rightfully belongs right now. It belongs to her beloved husband, less than a fellow editor like me in another time. But the same school organ was on colleges, was on collegiate. A very brilliant young man, a part and parcel of the Orthodoxa brothers, the writing Orthodoxa brothers. And thank you very much, Joy, for gracing this affair. Sadly, to my guests are not present right now. The other guest took off with her Montero a few hours ago. And probably they were busy celebrating the affair, celebrating the purchase of the Montero. But hopefully another time they will come. Ladies and gentlemen, our theme for tonight is the word observation. Observation means perception. It is in a way synonymous with perception. How people perceive to certain stimulus or certain stimuli. Observation creates a certain foundation for creating conclusions out of perceived matters. Our meeting tonight is divided into three segments. The first part would be the table topics segment, in which a table master prepared several thought-provoking questionnaires for us to answer extemporaneously. That would definitely squeeze the wits out of us, because you see, the table topics master had deeply researched on the matter he is about to propound to us. The second segment would be the prepared speech, the delivery of the prepared speeches. Prominent speakers in our club would deliver their speech projects, and it would certainly embrace a wide array or a wide range of subjects they can talk to under the sun. The third part and the last part would be the evaluation portion. The speaker is subjected to certain measures. They are measured according to certain criteria, some parameters established by the Toastmasters Club International. It is by which the speaker is gauged and is aided or guided on matters of how to improve and develop his or her speaking talent. And the evaluators would then be mentioned by our general evaluator later on, no less than Madam Toastmaster Antua. We shall then go to the minor roles by the different Toastmasters. The language evaluator, Mr. Rice Palaganas, would explain the mechanics of his role as a language evaluator. Mr. Rice?
Camera.
Sure.
Oh, tama.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
I am your language evaluator as well as the co-master. As language evaluator, I do this to count the process such as those items so it is also my duty to say the word of the day. The word of the day is cerebral, meaning it's an adjective or relating to a brain or intellect, involving intelligence rather than emotion or instinct. As vote counter, I will collect and count the ballots when the audience votes for best speaker, best table topics speaker, best evaluator, and the best of the big three, in which the best of the big three comprises of Toastmaster, table topics master, and general evaluator. I will remember which Toastmaster won each category. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster.
Alright.
The timer, the mechanics of the timing device will be explained by no less than our President, Cathy Bagtao.
Now, the timer, which is me now, I write down all that. When we start the meeting, I'll write it down. And then every prepared speaker should give him 5 to 7 minutes to speak. If you go under time or go over time, you pay. Repeat again, another one. So, and then for the topic master, we do the topic master will ask questions, and you're given 2 to 3 minutes to answer the question. Then followed by our joke session. Meron pa ba yun? Wala na, no?
The light, the color is
important. If it's green, it means if you were given 5 to 7 minutes, green is 5 minutes already. Then it will be followed by an orange, which means that you went 6 minutes already. Then the red light means you're 7 minutes already, and you only have 30 seconds to wind up your speech, or else you'll be done. It's a guidance. So we have to look at the light. And that's why it's in front, so you would know where it is, where you are now. As for the counter, do I tell you about these things?
I'm the counter.
Yeah, do I mention all those?
No. No need.
Not me, no. I just the timer. Okay. That's it.
Okay. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, may I call on the table topics master, Toastmasters, Sam Palaganas, to propound his questions.
Thank you, Toastmaster Fidel, for that introduction. I am the table topics master. That means I will ask a question, and I will ask one of you to answer that question. Now, you need to understand, to qualify, you need to speak at least 45 seconds. At 1 minute, green. 1.5 minutes, yellow. And 2 minutes, that means once I press red, you have 30 seconds to wrap up your presentation. Again, 45 seconds is the minimum. Maximum is 2.5 minutes. So let me read now the first question. If you are to be given enough time and resources, which thing, object, or event you would like to observe? I'll repeat. If you are to be given enough time and resources, which thing, object, or event you would like to observe? Toastmaster Ed.
Don't tell me you also turtle.
I'm a motivator.
No problem.
I do motivate myself.
Yes, of course. Self-help.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters, Sam.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
I was given a privilege to select what will I observe. Is it object or attribute? My fellow Toastmaster, I prefer use events. In events, you can observe a variety of movements, observations, as well as impressions. You can give your hypothesis of what is happening, of what are good practices to be followed or to be taken. You can also criticize. You can also evaluate what is happening. Specifically, more of the motion, more of the outcome, and more of the result. And events are basically the collaboration of what is going on. And you can learn many things. You can observe basic things that are essential to life. My fellow Toastmasters, thank you and good evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ed. You are very emphatic tonight. My second question is, will you be willing to observe the hanging of a criminal who aggrieved your family? Will you be willing to observe the hanging of a criminal who aggrieved your family? Toastmaster DJ.
Yeah, that's right.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Again, I'm Team DJ. So the question is, will I observe the hanging of the criminal who aggrieved my family? In my line of work, a lot of gore things. I've seen a lot of, shall I say, bad things happening in the line of work as a Philippine National Police Special Action Force. So for me, in my personal opinion, I want to observe. I want to observe the criminal being hanged. And of course, so that I can see how, pardon me for this, you know, this very bad emotion that I will be giving you. I want to see him suffer, something like that, because depending on how he agreed my family, I want to see how he or she feels during that time. Because, you know, when your family is involved, sometimes you forget what the good things are or what are ethical things to do. So for me, I would choose to observe the criminal to be hanged. So Toastmasters, that's all.
Thank you, Toastmaster DJ. I asked that question because I experienced it. When I was in Saudi, I was soldering, when one of my colleagues, who was the person who is cutting head, is one of my colleagues in the company. He invited me to see his performance, whether he will be doing good or not. So I was young then.
Cutting the hand of somebody.
No, head.
The head.
Head.
So I was crazy enough to see his performance. I was able to project that I was great, and then I regretted. I regretted because for 6 months I could not sleep. I could not.
See the head.
I keep seeing that head rolling down. I keep seeing that head rolling down. I was shocked, I tell you. And I told myself I should not have done that.
Is your memory of that still vivid?
Yes, I still vivid. Just imagine when the head was chopped off, people were clapping their hands. There was this case, this guy tried to cut it off and he was not able to do it once. People would say, woo! They were dismayed. Just the cruelty, barbarity of people. We will be shocked with the behavior of some people.
We're still animals.
Yeah.
I'm used to it kasi yun.
Are they still present?
Well, of course, he has a different training. But me,
Exactly.
I was trying to project a bravery, which
Yes, sir.
in fact I was not.
But you survived, sir. That's the
Right.
Do they still do it now?
Yeah, they still do it. They still do it. They still do it every Friday after the Mass.
Right after the Mass. How ironic.
Okay? After the Mass.
John, you pray for yourself first before you die.
You could basically see when there's some cutting, because there's a lot of police and they're waiting there and clapping. It's like a fiesta. It's a fiesta to them. It's a fiesta.
Glory.
Going down.
My third question is based on your observation. Question. Listen. This question is for our ladies. This question is for our ladies. Based on your observation, what is bad about Pangasinense compared to other women who comes from other places like Ilocos, Bisaya, Pampanga, etc.? Based on your observation, what is bad about Pangasinense as compared to other women who comes from other places like Ilocos, Bisaya, Pampanga, etc.? Toastmaster Cathy, I guess you are not Pangasinense. You are credible to assess Pangasinense.
You know, extreme, the ladies here are extreme. One are the conservative type. They go to mass every day. Really very conservative. Really wear very conservative clothes. Another one, you see some people there really very modern.
Okay.
They're extreme.
They must be Toastmasters.
Who are the extreme?
Possible.
Talking about me? No. Both of them they differ. Like, if you want to go to a place where there are bars and everything, you see they're really like in Manila. You know, so many girls there really wearing outfit. It's like they're in Manila. You're in Manila. But then if you go to a place there where, I don't know, place where, so what you call it, like you're in the downtown and you walk on the sidewalk. You see the girls here, even though they're students and everything, they're medyo demure, how do you call it? They're more demure?
Probably, if that's how it's done.
Yeah. More, anyway.
Modest.
And, they're modest. And so I'm having a hard time. This thing, like, you would know right away if I see, so I get shocked sometimes. I see this girl, very only just covering her glass.
Yeah.
And then a skirt. Gosh,
Parang Game of Thrones lang.
super. I see that in Manila, but not here. So now it's here na. Nandito na sa Dagupan.
It acts like a virus.
Ha?
Development.
Yeah, super. And then, the guys here are, ang daming bakla, no?
Wala naman doon. Yung mga boyfriend lang namin ng bakla.
Wala naman, ma'am.
Yung mga boyfriend lang namin ng mga bakla.
Anyway, but then...
Gwapo yung mga gwapo.
Yeah, you know, if they're good looking, definitely they are.
Buti na nag-grade sa dahil.
You must be all bakla, no? Kasi good looking. Anyway, that's it.
Let me give a short talk about that. You know, I live in Ilocos for 4 years, 3 years in Baguio, almost 3 years in Clark. So I could compare, ladies. Here's my observation: Ilocano versus Pangasinan, which is more industrious, obvious, is Ilocano. Who is more better when it comes to household? Obvious, Ilocana. Pampanga versus Pangasinan. When it comes to fashion, which is better?
Kapampangan.
Kapampangan. Malayo ang Pangasinan. Okay. When it comes to spending,
Kapampangan.
who is more spendthrift?
Ay,
Pangasinan or Ilocos?
ay, Ilocos.
Pangasinan.
Pangasinan.
Pero sobrang yun lang.
Pangasinan. Okay? Who is more tolerant and less nagger? Ilocos, Pangasinan or Ilocos?
Pangasinan pa rin.
Pangasinan.
So, your wife is nagger.
No, less nagger. Less nagger. Less nagger. Less nagger.
Let's never.
I would say Pangasinan is not good in nitpicking. He's not good in nitpicking. If you are lazy, it seems to me he is more considerate. If you are in Ilocos, you will hear something if you are a man doing nothing. And also in Pampanga.
It irritates the women seeing a man doing nothing.
Okay, my last question is for a lady from Zamboanga,
Buanga. Chabacana.
one of the peninsulares.
Yes.
Los travelers.
I lost brothers. Relatives who killed Rizal. No, I was just kidding. Okay. My question, Ma'am Joy, is: what do you think of a man who is 6 foot taller, bulky, and carries a little dog like Chihuahua? What do you think of a man who is 6 foot taller, bulky, and carries a little dog like Chihuahua?
Gay.
Let's give a round of applause to you may hope to answer it when you're free.
He is a man of, or
Huh?
he is a man, he is a lazy man.
Okay.
Because he only carries a small one.
He takes care of it.
Looks like
He
your
can
dad. You can
carry
carry
a
Doberman.
Dagupan. He's a dog. He's a lazy man.
He said, you're born like that small.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Joy, I just realized I am a lazy man. Because I always carry a kitten.
How it works, huh? Get smaller. Where's the line?
Hello, fellow Toastmasters. Madam Toastmasters, did all our table tax here qualified? Or you forgot the time?
No, I did.
You are disqualified. No, I was just kidding.
No, I told here. Ang mga nilipami ko, nakikililan.
Okay. Oh, everybody qualified?
Yeah,
Okay.
all one.
Fellow Toastmaster, you may choose one of our best table topic speaker among.
Everybody qualified?
Yeah, qualified. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Our timer doesn't have battery. Toastmaster Ed, Toastmaster DJ, Toastmaster Cathy, and our guest, incoming Toastmaster Joy. Discuss your votes. I now return the lecture of the lecture to our Toastmaster today. Round of applause for our Toastmaster. Toastmaster today.
Can you just speak like this? Or you want to count na?
Fellow Toastmasters, we now shall come to the point of prime importance, the delivery of the prepared speeches as speech projects of the following speakers. The first speaker would be delivering his speech number 8. The theme of the speech number 8 is number 8.
Get comfortable with visual aids.
Get comfortable with visual aids. To deliver the speech number 8 would be the Enfant Terrible of Metro Dagupan Toastmasters Club. I shall not be parsimonious in describing this young gentleman. May I present to you Mr. Rice Palagan.
No, it's me who's evaluating him for 8. You're evaluating him for 9. So I'll give you the
Diyan
number.
yung wala. Okay. Will be the speaker don't come.
Timer.
Time.
Max 7.
Five, seven.
I'll time you.
7.5. Diba?
Hold on.
Red at 7.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold on.
Cathy, red at 7.
Yeah.
7 minutes, 0 seconds.
Ito let me,
7:30.
excuse me, okay. Ma'am Cathy, 7 minutes, green 8. Green 8.
Ba't ilang bang sweet?
Huh?
8. 7:30 eh. So green na siya at 6. Yellow na siya at...
Number 10, 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Okay?
So, present, but 8.
Okay.
I'll raise my hand pag 5. I'll raise my hand again pag 6. I'll raise my hand again. Oh, yun na.
Before the timer starts, we'll discuss what are objectives of the speech is. Speech number 8, titled Innovation Pays Off. Be creative with visual aids. Now I read an article on visual aids titled The Dilemma of Visual Aids. Because imagine this. When we were all kids, when the teacher is discussing in front, the norm of discussing is there's an abundance of cartulinas, Manila papers, right? And then it reached a point that we said to ourselves, it's quite boring. So we then advance ourselves to use of PowerPoints. Now we said, oh, the usage of PowerPoints is very interesting. It piques my mind that information going into my mind is faster when using PowerPoints. But now, that PowerPoints are now the norm.
Yeah.
Now, kids are saying, PowerPoints are very boring. Right? What is the next frontier? What is the next step? Shall we go back to cartulinas? Because for me, creative cartulinas are better than very dumb PowerPoints. So in the preparation of my speech, that's the dilemma I faced. What, to whom, or the audience I am facing? Are you already fed up with PowerPoints? Are you still using cartulinas, Manila paper? Are you given an object? I hope that my visual aids that I will present will help deliver a point. Okay? Timer.
Hindi pa pala switch yun.
Salagay na yun, di ba?
Akala ko disqualify na siya eh.
2 minuto na yun.
Intro ko lang yun, Kat.
Intro.
Oh
Just to
my
set
God.
the dilemma. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Ngayon na tayo talaga.
Game na talaga.
Ngayon na tayo
Sige na, it's moving. It's
Okay,
moving.
okay.
Innovation pays off. What is innovation? Let me ask you, Sir Fidel. In business sense, what is innovation?
A major breakthrough.
So how does that compare with invention?
Innovation is something extraordinarily done. It's something which deviates from the usual course of the regular course of anything. So it must be a major breakthrough, a radical change.
That is the combination of innovation versus invention. But in a business sense, Time magazine put invention and innovation this way. Both innovation and invention create things. They market things. But in terms of money, innovation creates money. Invention does not create money. You may only turn it into an innovation once it creates money. Now, if you want to see products that are innovative their time, let us go back to the past. Has anyone seen this?
Yes, of course. Of course.
Wow.
Kids nowadays won't even recognize what this is.
It's wala eh.
What is it?
It's Jurassic.
Even I wasn't able to recognize this. I thought Betamax is a food.
Street food.
Street food.
Started with that.
But why Betamax, which was first introduced by Sony, was easily gobbled up by JVC's VHS? Betamax is smaller, it's more compact, it has higher quality picture than VHS. Why did it not succeed? Which, by the way, is my father's induction,
Birthday?
1993.
I thought it was your birthday. I was actually gonna ask, what is
I
inside?
think it's your baptism party. Big pop.
But it didn't succeed because it only recorded 100 minutes. That's only 150 meters. VHS recorded for almost 4 hours. And VHS is cheaper to produce than Betamax. Although if you want to choose quality picture, choose Betamax. But who here has a Betamax player still?
John, I remember one of my mates called that Betamax. Why? It's only one.
Now we proceed. If there is video, why not audio as well? You still remember this? Cassette tape.
Recordings.
If you hate a song, you need to move forward and listen.
Si telepono, wala akong malaking telepono.
But here, man, kids will not even recognize this. It cannot even store a single song.
Diskettes.
A floppy disk,
floppy
for
disk,
that
yes.
matter.
It can only store 1.44 megabytes. That's not even half a song.
Yeah, I know.
Just a
What does it store?
bigger.
And yet there was the 5-inch IBM
Yes.
plastic.
Yeah.
Floppy, that's the floppy.
And yet, if you insert it the wrong way, you cannot read it anymore. What else?
Wala, I could have helped you nung dami.
Innovation.
May kubra dyan.
It's like the magician, right?
Ever want to record video? We did it the old way. Betamax and this clunky old video camera. What made that more practical today?
Smaller.
Handy.
Portability.
Mobility.
Because videos.
But aside from the things that I'm showing, did you know that profitability of the next generation technology is the summation of its predecessors? For example, have you heard the PDA?
Yes.
PDA.
Yes, I did.
In our generation, PDA stands for Public Display of Affection.
I was gonna say so.
But during the 2000s, 1990s, especially the 80s, PDA stands for Personal Digital Assistance. As I was telling you, the combination of PDA plus floppy disk plus Betamax plus tape, and of course plus the ugly telephone.
Okay yan eh.
Did you know that this can outsell all of the products I have seen you 15 times, more than 15 times?
It's a summation.
What's this telling me? There is convergence, there is more the summation of profitability, and there is innovation.
Yeah. Smartphone.
My challenge to you, my friends, what is the next device that you can invent which can change the world? Be innovative. Thank you.
We'll look for invention next.
From the
Actually, from this as well. This is called an answering machine. It has a tape inside. All of this now can be represented in this device. Next.
How old was Steve Jobs when he died?
disease.
56.
Steve Jobs.
But Steve Jobs failed to do his job. That's why he died early.
What was that again?
Steve Jobs failed to do his job. That's why he died early.
He didn't change his life.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we we can never run out of him because he will be the second speaker still.
Rise again.
That's it.
Go rice.
Here,
Marathon,
tap
ha?
lang. Oh, careful. DJ first, so you can breathe. You
Oh,
are?
DJ, what did you?
So he can
Kinakabahan ka na rin. Masyado nang
Alright, speech one ulit.
Sige, save the best for last.
No, grabe. Lalo ako naman
Sino mag-evaluate sa? Mag-evaluate din ako.
Copy.
DJ. Hindi, DJ. Dalawa evaluate.
Don't evaluate your son.
I'm not scared.
It's a criminal offense.
It's a criminal offense. No, Kathy is evaluating Rice. Sam will evaluate DJ. I will evaluate on the side. Because I told him I will evaluate only 1 and 10.
Wow.
Diba? He did 1, I evaluated, and I said I want to give 10. Anytime you're ready. I'll raise this again.
Okay. Countdown po yan.
Yeah. Are we good?
Okay.
Go.
1, 2. Fellow Toastmasters, what do you know? I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
Yes,
I'm back from the darkness. I'm here again. I'm here in the limelight. The title of my speech is Your 8-Year I Life. Your 8-year I life. If you stare into your program, you will see I is really meant to be inserted near life. What does the I stand for?
It's not printed.
My fault.
Somebody forgot.
I life. You have heard products such as iPod, iMac, iBook, iPod. But ever wonder what does the I stand for? It doesn't mean intelligent.
Maybe individual.
According to Steve Jobs, I stands for the Internet of Things.
Wow.
The Internet of
Walang alam
Things.
yun.
On this age that we are, literally, you can see no person in this room without a smart or cell phone. But how do you protect your eye life? How do you protect your eye life? Do you store it inside the vault? Of course, that's not practical. Because if someone calls you, you need to unlock the vault, lose a lot of time, and probably by the time you open the vault, you already missed a call. There's also a situation, especially during the 90s. If you can recall this, especially our seniors here, aka seniors.
Ate, senior.
Seniors.
I know.
Once you log into your computer during the 90s, and you're finished typing the document, you've been through your video Excel, you save it, but the power goes out. What happens next? Toastmasters happen.
Sorry.
I forgot.
I was upset.
I'm a senior citizen. You lose everything. You have to do everything again.
Yes, not only have to do everything, you have to restore the operating system because it is corrupt, isn't it? And also, imagine a situation where you're walking down the street, texting someone, taking a photo, then suddenly your phone shuts off. And you can't restore any data inside of it. Have you experienced losing a photo or losing a text? Yes, especially Toastmasters Sam.
Photo?
Yes.
Text, because you never replied to my
I
text.
never look at my photos.
Now I know.
So what is the solution? The solution is the traditional way to back it up. To back it up in a hard drive. That is the traditional thinking. But ever wonder why my title is the 8-year iLife? The 8-year iLife. Because it is a common misconception that once you store it in a hard drive, it is there, it will last forever, you have no worries. But did you know that even without using your hard drive, either you use it every day or don't use it, it has a lifespan of 8 years. So what? It has a lifespan of 8 years. So when you put your photos in there, movies, videos, you only have 8 years. So what's your next solution to that? Now, the second solution is put another backup in another place. Why? What if your house burns down? Yes, your backup is stored in a cabinet, is stored in a server, but your house caught on fire. All of your expense to back up those data are useless. But there's a third solution.
What's that?
As TJ said, we have now the Internet of Things. You can now back it up through the Internet. I'm not saying that you must choose one. I am saying you do all three. You back up regularly, you back it up and send it to another place. And third, use the Internet. Because I have experienced a triple failure before.
Mahirapin yung computer, use an external hard drive and do iCloud, and you still fail.
Yeah. I failed to do the last. iCloud. And here's one more secret of the trade. If you want to back up or store very important secrets that even my father doesn't even know.
Should not know.
Should not know.
Matter.
Where should you store your important files? Nowadays, we write it down, put it in a vault. Or, we put it in a USB, name it another file. But, this is the method that the US Navy employs on why hackers cannot even hack their system. We say, the millennials, it is too old. But here is the solution. Use a floppy disk. I'm not kidding. Use a floppy disk to store your passwords. Because why? There is a scarcity of floppy disk readers. Who here is a floppy disk reader? No one. If you want to buy a special floppy disk reader, use it. Store your passwords here. Because no one can read this. The lesson, old is not really old. It's useful. Am I running out of time? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Minutes. 10:30.
There was no light.
Yeah,
It's good that Ma'am Ann.
Dij, pag nag-start ako, countdown
Marlene.
na.
Improvement of the father.
Nakabahan ako sa mga...
Pabagsak ha, pabagsak sa
Improvement of the race.
The next speaker, the last speaker would be on his way to his final
I am so bloody excited.
ladies and gentlemen,
Pwede na mag-retire si Mama.
the future
PNP spokesperson.
DJ Rabon.
So you qualified twice.
very warm introduction.
Go. Go.
Visiting for Toastmasters.
Beginning.
Let me start with this. What the mind of man can conceive, it can be achieved. Yeah, exactly. We have gone too far from who we were before to where we are now. Have you ever thought why we are still toiling for a fantastic yet oppressive and prejudicial existence? Have you ever thought of that, sir? Most of you might say that it is the way you want it to be, the fruit of your ambition and sacrifices. Whether you think you can or you can't, either way, you are right. After the many triumphant events that have been revolving around us, it will certainly lead into that something so powerful within. The magic of believing. All of you here.
The magic of
Believing.
believe first.
All of you here are here because you believe that you can pass whatever ordeal awaits along the way. There is indeed a powerful synergy between what you think, you feel, and what will manifest. For sure, it will always be a match. Just like what Albert Einstein said, imagination is everything. It is a preview of life's coming attractions. But I'm talking here. I am talking of the incomparable power of our mind to form those mental pictures and visions we want in life. Touched with a confident faith in ourselves, and most especially, faith in Him. Some of you here might be struggling with your present circumstance, especially the bad one. But no matter how we resist, it persisted. You know, resisting will just waste your energy. Focusing on grief consciously, the more you think of what it is, the more it will give you of what it is. Instead, don't go against it. Get away from it. Put your passion into the good things that will make you feel great and gratified, letting it to be the focal point of your attention.
10 minutes.
This is just a simple idea, but if you open up your mind grasping it, it will feed you with thoughts unveiling the truth about the world, eradicating fear, uncertainty, paranoia from your own self. This is the secret that has been passed on throughout history, used by great men to lead them into the utmost pinnacle of those mental pictures they created in their consciousness. Good things were brought to the paralytic when Jesus healed him because he had that strong faith in God. So, passive thinking has many forms, yet faith in God is the greatest that the human mind can conceive. Thus, we can see how good things are attracted by positive thinking and bad things by negative thinking. In the healing arts or medication, the placebo effect is well known. It is something that has no effect or impact on the body. It is just like a sugar pill. And if you tell the patient that it is as effective as the medicine required for someone's healing, what happens is it will have the same or greater effect than the previous one. So, this only proves that our mind is one of the greatest factors in medication. You know Moses. He pictured leading his people to the promised land. Alexander the Great, Napoleon Bonaparte, imagined great conquest. Shakespeare visualized the creation of his immortal writings. Lincoln saw the freeing of the slaves and the preservation of the Union. Benjamin Franklin saw the lightning striking the kite he came up with electricity. And of course, Thomas Edison with electric light. These were the great pictures of some of the great and inspired men, held by their persistent and confident belief in themselves and faith into something so powerful within. They might perceive it too difficult, but for them, there is no such thing as impossible. This idea may entice you, but others may be skeptic to believe and yield to it. Well then, it's up to you. To the new and will be member of this club, you are heading to a path. Pain and sacrifices are not to be blamed. Do not let it falter your lives and weaken you. But don't go against it. Use it as your sword and shield. For this conquest is just the beginning, and there is more to come. To smite on you and put you down. You might realize that you are screaming pain and hearing it loud in your brain. But go straight ahead with the scar. Let that power then fuel you. Always remember that there is something so powerful within. Let it fuel you. That something within, that strong faith in God, will be a rock to stand on against the flood of your lives. All that power. What that power is, I cannot really say. All I know is that it exists. All that power is from within and is therefore under your control. To the millennials like Dave Rice and me, soon we will lead this nation, or even the world. We'll be like frogs from a well, we'll drift into the great ocean. We will take the first step in faith, you and me, Rice. Okay?
Okay.
We don't have to see the whole staircase. All we have to do is take the first step. If I had not pictured this very moment now, before I came into this club, I would not have gone this far. Truly. With the help of you, all of you guys. Fellow Toastmasters, let me leave you with words from a visionary. There is more than enough to go around for everyone. There is a lie that acts like a virus in the mind of humanity. That lie is that none good to go around for everyone. There is lack, limitation, and none enough. That lie has people living in fear, greed, stinginess. And those thoughts becomes their experience. So the world has taken a nightmare pill. Now the truth is, there is more than enough to go around for everyone. There is more than enough to create ideas, enough power, love, joy. All of this will come through a mind who is aware of its own infinite nature. And we will use that power to uplift ourselves, this club, the Dagupan Toastmasters Club, and this nation. Lastly, I believe that all of you here agree that there is magnificent about you. Regardless of what happened to your life and you, regardless of how old or young you think you might be, the moment you think properly that there is something within you that is greater than the world, it will begin to emerge. It will take order in your life to feed, clothe, guide, protect, and direct you to sustain your very own existence. That is, of course, if you let it in. Mr. Toastmaster.
Yay! Bravo! Welcome po! Competent Communicator, DJ Estrabon!
Hey, sir. Wow! Yes!
Leto mo na! Leto mo na!
Ganun sunod. You see, General Mayor.
So thematic.
So
powerful and so moving. A fitting way to wrap up speech number 10.
9 minutes, ma'am.
Thank you, DJ.
8 something.
We shall now come to the evaluation portion The table topics evaluation can be conducted by the PM Ed Jose, please.
Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmaster. While listening to the table topic rendered by Toastmaster DJ, I observed that he uses hand gestures to convey his message. He is very comfortable in the language of words used. And then he can connect his gesture on audible matter that can be understood by the audience. So, big kudos to DJ. For Toastmaster Kathy, listening to her table topic, she spoke in confidence and eloquence. She also uses hand gestures, which is very useful to connect her thoughts to the public. And I also observed that she also demonstrates eye contact to the audience. So that's all for Toastmaster Kathy. And for future Toastmaster Joy, your opening statement is very interesting. Her voice is much modulated. She knows how to convey her message on understandable manner. And I suggest that she needs more exposure to improve her versatility in delivery, especially on an ambush question or an impromptu interview like this one. So, fellow Toastmaster, thank you for giving me this privilege to evaluate table topic.
We shall now come to the evaluation of the prepared speech speakers. First to evaluate Rice Palagana's speech number 8 is GM Antua.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Fidel. Toastmaster Rice, surpassing your dad very soon with a time of exactly 7 minutes, as I did the timing also. You left us a challenge of what we can invent that will be innovative, what we can make innovative of that what is based on what is available already. That is something to leave us thinking the rest of the evening, the rest of our lives. I wish you had a faster pace so that you could have really just zeroed in on what you wanted to share with us and to have a clearer transition to, again, to meet the point that you wanted to say. Everybody was enjoying all your visual aids. Everybody was enjoying all the information that you were giving us. In a way, it slowed down the whole speech. But you did reach your point. That's the good thing about it. You started with a good question. And what is innovation? You asked the right person. Who else is best to define such words but Sir Fidel? And you tweaked our critical thinking because you asked us, what is the difference between innovation and invention? You gave us a few minutes to think, and that itself is critical thinking. That's what we do in the Toastmasters. We don't only speak, we also think. And you gave us the source of your information. You said Time magazine. Often we forget to quote our sources. That's a good one. You turn back the hands of time with all the gadgets coming out of your trick bag like a clown or a magician. Visual aids, very appropriate for the speech and message. Excellent. Did it help aid us to understand and remember the speaker's point? Yes. However, my concern is really it took a lot of time. Because again, we were also, it was so interactive. We were also in awe. You know, like, oh, that's a long time ago, I know. You did not use computer-based visuals, so that's not applicable. Visual aids smoothly used and with confidence. Probably if it were all here, there's going to be more confidence. Because you don't need to pick it up and look for it. There was one that you didn't find, that you were not able to use, the answering machine. Confidence of Rice speaking, yes. But confidence and transition from one gadget to another, that could be improved. How clear was the speaker's purpose? That is very clear to me. Letting us know that your phone now is a summation of everything. And that really innovation paid off and will pay off. Speaker's word choice effective and appropriate, yes. You used old words, you used new words, and you spoke the lingo of the millennials, but you also spoke the lingo of the seasoned Toastmasters. Right? Was the speech well-researched? Obviously, well-researched. Thank you, Rice. You will now go on to the 10th speech as Toastmaster Kathy will evaluate this. Congratulations. Toastmaster Fidel.
For PM Rice, Palagana sa speech number 9, to be evaluated by no less than our President, PM Dagupan.
Rice, you did very well, huh? For being the youngest member here,
Yeah.
you did very well. And you were convincing us. Like in that thing that you had the demonstrations, you got some things to point out what you're talking about. You're pointing out the validity of it, the logic of it. That this, those were the days. So you put us all back. What do you call it? Reminiscing the past, what used to be, and now what's now. And now I'm thinking about it. I think I like the past before. It was harder. Though it was harder, it was simple. And like now it's all, if you're not techie, gosh, you don't know anything about it. And we got it right, okay? And I love to hear your next speech. Every time you speak, you're quite good. So,
Nakambalang sa kanya yan.
congratulations. Congratulations.
Parang child's play na kayo, Rice.
Yeah, sisi ka mo. Sisi ka mo.
Magsisisi mo.
July 2, July 2 natin yung sasabihin.
To give justice and compliments to everything that what he pursued. May I give you some palaganas to evaluate the 10th speech of DJ Strabot.
Don't make it hard for me, sir.
I'll be very, very hard on you. Hello, Toastmasters. Good evening again.
Good evening.
First of all, I want to congratulate Toastmasters DJ for finally, after several absences, you managed to deliver the last block on the basic manual. Congratulations for our job well done. You have finished now the K-12. K-12, okay? You're now going to high school, senior high school.
Grade 10 finish, going to senior high school, grade 11.
Here's the question. Did DJ inspire us? Definitely. Definitely. How did he do it? Well, he illustrated people who are known to us, what people are successful in their fields. Now, if you hear these people, you know them, you are successful, and DJ cited the skills, the work, the hard work they done to achieve their goals. He cited our Prophet Moses, Bonaparte, Einstein. These people made our world a better place to live in. He also urged us to pursue our goals. Even saying God is with us and have faith in God, for He will guide us. He emphasized that control is within us. Our destiny is in our hands. It's not someone else's hands. So by citing these people, by citing those arguments, listening to them, I tell you, you will believe this guy. You will believe on the message he's trying to put forward on us. I also like, TJ, your eye contact. If you look at before, when you were still young on this club, you have this predisposition to look at the top of our heads.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, but now it's different. You are engaging us by your eye contact. And even if you have this temerity to look at us straight, as if, do you believe me? Do you believe me? I like that. I like that. Even if you're not talking, your eyes converse. And it's very powerful. You have also clear voice. This is a reflection of your confidence. You cannot have clear voice if your pacing is fast, if you're swallowing your saliva, if your volume is too low. But I tell you, your voice is clear, loud, and I tell you, it's the sound of a police.
Police.
Very clear, and very commanding. I also like your position, very powerful. When you urge us to lead the word, challenging us to lead the word, and do the necessary first step. Do the necessary step. You don't need to do all the steps, just the first step to pursue our goals. That's a very big encouragement. Just push him up. Just push a guy to start. Will be a very good encouragement. You even emphasize that there is room for everyone, for all dreams we have, as long as we pursue them with dedication and hearts. And it makes us feel good when you say there is magnificence, but there's something magnificent on us. You know, I like those. While I was sitting there, you know, I was told this guy will be one day the spokesperson of the PME.
That's the next goal.
I tell you,
No more AC for.
One points to consider for improvement. I notice you were holding hands.
You can
Clapping your hands, okay? You're clapping some here. Well, it's not a big thing, it's not a big thing. But if we could basically make more relaxed. Spread your arms. More animated. I tell you, you would be one of the best speakers in the PNT organization. Again, congratulations, Toastmasters. Meister Toastmaster.
We shall listen to the reports of the meeting assistants by starting off with the timer.
Yeah, wait, the timer of cat. I hit.
Okay.
My gosh.
PM President Cathy Bangsal.
Yes, yes, yes. Masakit.
It's a sign of growing old.
Yes.
Natawa ako yung chair kasi ang sakit. Ang sakit.
But everyone can be successful even if they are old. That's what Toastmasters media
Alam
says.
mo, don't promise me na I'm old, okay?
No, I'm not telling you. You're old. I was saying you're older than high school.
At least, I'm still taking lonely power. Anyway, look at this. Ang gulo. What's this? We started the meeting at 7:30 and 7:30 and then the topic session. Topic session we started with 7:42 by Sam, and then Ed spoke for me for 1 minute. Every time you see the green, we end up this speak.
Yeah.
Puro pag-podcast green, wala na 1 minute. Ed, DJ, and me. When I saw the green, I did not see the green light. I spoke for 5 minutes, but the rest are all 1 minute. And then
The more you say, the more you make mistake.
followed by our first speaker, the second two, we have only one speaker with two projects. One with, the first one, Rice spoke for, started with, ang habang intro, 3 minutes, oh. He started at 10 minutes. 8:04, 8:01, he started, but the real speech was 8:04, so 3 minutes. Intro mo. And then you end up with 8:11. Then followed by your next speech, which is 8:15. And then, gosh, okay, 8:15, and then you spoke again at 8. Yeah. Then about the topic session, yeah, tapos na pala. And then, who is our grammarian?
Nice.
Did you notice hypothesis?
He hasn't given his report yet.
Yeah, kasi I heard somebody say your hypothesis.
Okay.
So he
That's
will
his
do
job will
it.
be.
That's his job. So you do
Yeah,
it.
okay, okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Should be
Low point.
Next report, next
It's easy one.
language.
Okay.
The language, accountant or language evaluator?
Text mo ko.
Who is our accountant?
One of them.
You just call her. If you have less, I will add mine.
Okay, thank you. See you again.
See you, Toastmaster DJ. DJ needs to do something. Likewise.
Did you order anything? No.
No.
Okay. So our accountant report is. Where's the accountant report? Okay. Toastmaster Ed had 2. Wow. PJ had 2. Toastmaster
I counted 8 for
Yeah, this is mine. Okay. And Rice is 0.
Kala ko nag-improve na ako.
Hindi, no, no.
Marami auditor dito.
Nag-shout din ako sa'yo, gosh.
Ano?
Dami, ah.
Dami sa akin.
Ikaw.
I didn't count. Of course, I cannot hear my
Last
act.
time you said, talk, one.
Yeah, of course, I cannot hear my act.
The second time, you said,
Ang magre-report.
Toastmaster Ann, you may want to add?
Ito, kailangan ko yung mga dates.
Ann, Toastmaster Ann, you might want to add?
Yeah, I count 8 for Toastmaster Ed, 9 for Fidel, Sam has 4, DJ has 2, Kathy has 7. How many do you have for Ed?
2.
2. How many do you have for Sir Fidel?
yeah, you please.
2 also.
Okay, Sam, for yourself none. DJ, how many?
2 also.
Okay, Kathy, how many did you count?
I think wasn't able to
Okay,
count.
Kathy, how many did you count for Sir Ed? So we can just wrap
It's
this.
7 una. Pangalawa,
Buti pa si Sabi ko wala na-counter.
6.
Gusto lang ako eh.
7 plus 6 is 13. Or for Sir Fidel, how many did you count?
It's,
Diyan mga bionic ayat, mga bionic din mo.
and then 6.
So 16. For Sam, how many?
32. Discounted.
Isang,
Magkano yung bayad niyo?
Oh, sabi ko sa wala. Wala.
So Sam, total 5. DJ. DJ, how many for DJ?
Maybe that is already double counting. What she heard you all say.
You do for DJ. 1. So DJ is 2. How about for you? For yourself?
For myself, I don't know, I don't want to count myself.
So Ed 13.
Ito.
Fidel 16, Sam 4, DJ 2,
I'll go
Kathy
bankrupt.
7.
Oh,
Okay. Next. Language.
Language. Kailangan ko pa yung dates nito,
Right,
sir.
pagkano?
Tapos, pagkatapos nyo mabigay yung date, pascan ninyo, tapos i-email nyo kay Jen, kasi siya na ho ang, or pwede sa akin,
sa'yo na lang.
sa akin. Pero hindi ko alam kung meron pa
As the
akong-
language evaluator, I have noticed some problems in your pronunciation. Grammar. There were a lot of crutches as listed by Toastmaster Kathy. Someone said 1 point to consider. Since you're only referring
To 1.
to 1,
Dapat tulang S.
there's no S.
What did I say?
1 point to consider.
Points, ang dami points. Ang dami points.
Oh, so father!
Dami tusok, no?
It's just a
Also, the use of
slip of the
a,
tongue.
No, that is my exhale.
and an. You only use an if the succeeding word begins in a vowel, and a if the succeeding word begins in a consonant. It's more of a pronunciation, as we Filipinos try to mix F and P. Someone said effective rather than effective. Also someone said placebo. It should be placebo. And no one used the word of the day, which is cerebral.
I'm not yet done.
We don't know what it is.
I'm not yet done.
No. So Toastmaster Ann has a chance to minimize or eliminate her debt. Now I give the control back to Toastmaster Fidel.
How come the general evaluator has not been called?
Now wait, I'll introduce him.
Okay.
The ever quintessential Toastmaster Ann to do the general evaluation.
How come you are the only person who was introduced that way?
As general evaluator, I get to evaluate everything that happened in life. We started a bit late, 7:24. That's 30 minutes late. However, that's alright because not everyone was here at 6:30.
thank you to our guests who arrived on time, who had a grand introduction by Toastmaster Fidel, and who replied beautifully in the table topics. Thank you. I suggest we all take time to review the program. There were times that the programs were emailed ahead. However, we don't really have so much time in the office to read it. That's why it is given every time we come in. Let's give a few seconds to skim over it, a minute or two to read it, so that we don't grope for what we're supposed to do or who's supposed to do which task. We watch our language. Since Rice has been very active with us, he's been filming everything, we upload everything in YouTube. All our governors get to watch our videos and they hear what we say. Let us remember to watch our language. The Toastmaster of the night introduced the whole meeting and the theme by defining the theme. That gives us an idea of what we need to absorb for the night. That's a good one. Of course, I always say this, let us speak instead of talk. I always say that. And for the table topics, let's use the 30 seconds to think of an answer. That is our privilege. We have 30 seconds to do that. I would rather not say that's all or that's it, because I'm sure there's more that we just cannot verbalize because it's extempo, it's impromptu. And if it is a prepared speech, saying that's all kind of closes the whole, there's something more. You just don't have time to say it. So don't close it with that's all. I know deep inside, we know that there are more ideas there. The objectives were given, the objectives of our speakers, we always forget that. So 10, speech number, objectives, title, time before the title, the evaluator's name and the name of the speaker. So that Rice will not use another 3 minutes to introduce and talk about, speak of his objectives. It should be us, the Toastmaster of the evening, doing that. Thus, it is best if we give our So 10 to our Toastmaster of the evening ahead. If you have your titles, give it to either Sir Sam so he can pass it on to whoever. This is an evening of knowledge. This is an evening indeed of cerebral exercise. We know now that I in iPad, iPod, and everything else I is internet and not just I possessing. See, that is cerebral exercise. We learn from DJ that we have to visualize. We've been doing that in the Toastmasters. If you read your manuals, it is said that before you come to the meeting, think of what you're supposed to do. Imagine yourself doing it. Visualize so you can achieve it. We learned that old is useful. Old is useful. Senior citizens, this stuff is very useful. So old is useful. And that we have more than enough for everyone. In the Toastmasters, whether it be in the Dagupan Club or any other club around the world, there is indeed more than enough for everyone. We don't stop at CC. We don't stop at CL. We aim for the next level because there's more than enough for everyone. Table Topics Master and Table Topics Evaluators, well-thought questions, well-thought evaluation. They observed and listened well for our Table Topics evaluation. Toastmaster Ed observed and listened well. He observed your hand gestures. He observed your nonverbal communication. Evaluators, we have Kathy and Sam. Their evaluations used retrospect. Kathy said she enjoys using the old because it's similar. So she did not only evaluate Rice, but she also gave us a piece of her opinion. For the table topics, I would like to just point out
For Sir Ed, Toastmaster Ed, he used the word hypothesis. He said we criticize and we analyze and we get to watch what are those which are essential to life. I don't know if I missed something. Was he able to answer the question point blank? Were you asking him, Sir Sam, to choose whether to choose an event? What was the question? To my understanding, the question was for Toastmaster Ed to choose one object or one event to observe. However, he just answered, I want to choose event instead of object. If I am wrong, please correct me. To my understanding, he was to choose either one object or one event.
Yes.
Yes. So
Either one, and particularly he needs to cite which event.
particular event. All right. But in a way, so Toastmaster Ed.
Which
just
event?
answer.
Which event?
Yeah.
Basically, it's which event?
Alright,
Which event? Yeah.
so there goes our line of communication. If in case there is a doubt in your mind of what the question is all about, it will not be wrong. We should not doubt, we should not hesitate to ask it to be rephrased for us to be able to clarify. We already had a timer's report, a language evaluator's report, and everyone else's report. We are just down to the winners. Toastmasters Dagupan, we are doing well, we are doing good. We have been doing better all these years, all these months. Kudos, and let's continue doing so. Good evening. Toastmaster.
A beautiful way to top this meeting would be a short message from our lady guest here, Madam Joy Hortaleza. Her observation about
Yes.
our Toastmasters. Thank you.
Toastmaster Joy,
Your comment.
reaction.
This is my first time and I really appreciate your, especially Saturday, you invited me. But I thought I do not belong to this because I'm not exposed to this kind of, this is my first time actually.
Now you know you can lead.
But I enjoy it.
Okay.
Tsaka you don't, di ba, you don't feel ilang.
Oh,
Kasi you know,
yes. The first time he invited me, I felt nervous. I thought I am not fitted with this. I told him, maybe my husband, because they belong to the plan writers. Pero writers, my two brother-in-laws, they talk, they speak, they write. My husband only is good in writing, he writes. My son, maybe I said,
How old is he? Your son?
how old? 27.
Okay.
We try.
And he's based in Dagupan?
Yes.
Oh, perhaps
He
he can join and you could join. It's like father and son, right? Mother and son. That would be a good combination.
But I enjoyed your company, and I appreciate DJ's
DJ, Toastmaster DJ.
DJ's speech, or what do you call that?
Inspirational speech.
It's a project speech number 10.
The speech number 10.
I just wonder. It's really. I wonder that this is happening, and this is my first time to hear this. And it is already international.
Yes,
Yeah,
we are international
I thought
organization.
it's only local.
No, we are international organization.
That's why
It's like Lions Rotary.
yeah, this one is speaking up. You for yourself.
It's nice,
Yeah,
especially if you are not busy at home.
Yeah.
This would be a learning place for you and a social group for you.
Yeah.
How often do you meet?
We meet supposed to be
Twice or three.
Thrice now in a month.
twice in a month. It will be the second Thursday, the first Saturday, the second Thursday, and then the fourth Tuesday.
Or
Yan
Tuesday.
yung tinilis ko sa'yo.
Di ba magtutos mo
Dati update na lang.
Saturday na.
Wala na
Saturday. Started tayo mo.
St. Albert?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Grade 10 and grade 11.
She is a new teacher.
In St. Albert.
Yeah.
Yes.
She just started a week ago. So she needs to be trained how to be a kid again. How to be a kid.
You're giving me the
So she could adapt.
Before I used to talk a lot like this. But when I joined the band,
Yes, I like that.
I only know.
With season.
You're already retired, banker?
I only, after how many years, I only know how to tell in English 1 to 50, to count the money 1 to 50.
Yung mawala yun dito. Kasi you pay for your eye.
Like my 3 sisters or 4, they're teachers. And
Well, they can join us.
Yeah.
Especially your son. Your son is working here in Dagupan, so you must have
Baka
time.
is married or something. Iba priority.
Dalawa pala.
Okay.
Hello.
vote.
Awards.
Awards.
Where's the blue thingy?
Okay.
Here pa on. Toastmasters. Where's the blue card? Where are the blue cards that you're supposed to give away? Kathy, where are the blue cards that you're supposed to give to the winners?
Wait.
Who's gonna keep this and give it to the officers?
Happy.
Yes, Kuya. Where's my bill? How much
Okay.
did I give? For pay and tuna
For
sandwich.
best table topic speaker, we have Toastmaster Sam. Master.
Master. Big three.
Big 3.
Weekly, okay. After 6 months, I finally won.
Okay.
But that is my first win in 2016.
No.
No, that's not.
I will check.
Topics Master.
Big three table topics master Sam. Okay.
For best prepared speaker,
Drum roll.
drum roll please. The obvious who's not disqualified is PMDJ.
Yeah.
Whoa. Best table topics.
Best
speaker.
table topic speaker, Sir Ed.
Wow. Okay.
Best evaluator. Best
Best
evaluator.
evaluator, Sir Sam Palagan.
Yay.
Oh.
Hindi mo keep yung card.
Okay.
And you win twice and you don't have a card.
What a coincidence.
First time to receive that card.
Wala eh.
I will have it laminated na sa
I never won any card.
Okay. Next.
Next.
I thought card.
Madam President, business meeting? Or next na lang?
What are you gonna meet about?
Yun nga.
Saturday.
On Saturdays, 4 to 6, right?
Yes.
Sa Chimes.
Yes.
And also, most important, Madam President, is your meeting on July, is that to? When is that?
July 2, 14.
Ano yung Kiberhel?
Oh, yeah, and ano, where did you pass your club goals thingy already? DCP?